All right. Remakes. For me, remakes, I think of two things of why anyone would make a remake. First of all, it is money. I mean, there's profit behind this. But when you have a season, the original version, where it's good, everyone loves it, it cherishes it. It doesn't really make sense to remake it, to remake the same version. When you create something new from something like a Cowboy Bebop, like Trigun, when you create something that people love that's older, it doesn't make sense to recreate the same thing because it will never live up to the original because it's so beloved. So that works in the inverse, right? When you have a first season or original version where it sucks ass and then they remake it, and then it makes sense to retell the same story to try to make it better. So what we have here with Rurouni Kenshin, recreated by Leiden Films, is something that I'm wondering what they're gonna change. What are they gonna do that's different? Because Rurouni Kenshin, I mean, Samurai X, that is a beloved series. They even made good live action films. They made like 4 of them. They made 4 live action films with Rurouni Kenshin. That's how good this original anime manga was. So when they recreate this, I just watched the first episode. So the first episode, it's literally the same thing. It's almost the same thing. So I didn't go back or anything like that. I want to watch this like fresh and new. I don't want to be kind of reminded of things and go back to watch it. So I want to get that new kind of sense of what this is. And it is pretty much the same thing. And I'm watching it before I was, a preteen, a teenager. Now I'm an adult. So you kind of, those learning lessons behind what the first episode tells you, it's kind of just like, oh, this again, right? That's the feeling that it has. But for a newer audience, which I'm thinking that they're trying to capture that a newer audience, right? Kenshin and Kaoru, they're the main characters of the show. And, Kenshin is kind of like, he has a rebirth of, how his perspective is. He wants basically peace. And Kaoru is kind of like the character where she wants peace as well. So you kind of have these two characters in the perfect comp, I think, for these two right now. And for something that's modern is Thorfinn and Einar off of Vinland Saga Season 2. So if you guys watch Vinland Saga, you have characters that want peace. And so they're trying to kind of help create a world where, peace and love, right? So that's kind of the same thing with Rurouni Kenshin, with Kenshin Himura and Kaori. They are living kind of like this naive kind of not reality, but something that they want to create in the world by not like killing people or hurting people. That is what episode 1 is. You have a great antagonist to kind of start it off to help build these two main characters come together and be a great set of protagonists that kind of last throughout the entire show. I liked it because I love Rurouni Kenshin. But when you look at what's on the lineup for July of 2023, you have Jujutsu Kaisen, you have Mushoku Tensei Season 2, you have the new Bleach. So Rurouni Kenshin, how it feels to me, is kind of like brushed under those kind of animes. There's a bunch of other ones. I'm sure you guys are watching a ton of other good animes as well. But for me personally, those like 2 or 3 animes, they're gonna be ahead of Rurouni Kenshin right now. So the biggest thing that I'm just wondering is like, you're retelling the same story, but what are you gonna make that's different, that's gonna make it that much better, or just make it good? I mean, just look at Attack on Titan. They like dragged on something for so long where it loses its hype. And how I'm relating it to Attack on Titan is basically, being able to change the story. Hit us with something that's different, right? I think everyone has read the manga. In any anime ever, the manga is usually always ahead, right? So you're making us wait all this time to make the ending as perfect as possible, but we already know what to expect. But obviously for anime only viewers, I mean, is the hype really with them? So it's just the retelling aspect of something that you already expect is what I'm trying to get at with Rurouni Kenshin. We already know what to expect. And one thing that was a little bit different in Rurouni Kenshin in the Lightning Films version, Saito looks different. Saito looks different in how, you know, he still has the same kind of abilities. They started off kind of with the pose in episode 1. So that is a subtle difference. That's, you know, it's not so subtle. His design is a little bit different. Saito is a very good character. I love his character. Very, very cool. But yeah, I'm just kind of wondering to see where they go with this Lightning Films Rurouni Kenshin version. I still love the original one. I have a lot of friends around my age and even older that loved that series. So it's going to just be interesting to see what kind of route they take and how these characters are going to be a little bit different. How are they going to handle Shishio in this newer version? We've seen the movie versions. We've seen the anime versions. I think they had like an OVA or something where they kind of redid some stuff too in there. I don't know. But yeah, the new remake of Rurouni Kenshin is here. I would love to know what you guys think about it. So yeah, do me a favor, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Check out my blog otakusen.com. Check out my anime collectibles channel where I collect a lot of cardboard and plastic. So yeah, I'll see you guys over there on that channel, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.